Hey yo, rapid fire world. We gonna run through NXT. Shouts to everybody. You know the vibes. Yo, I'm not mad. It's not a bad show. Always around. It's been boring the past couple of weeks. It's me, just from elements and not really getting to see the full thing. But I'm not holding that. This week was solid. Good shit. Damian Priest going through broad. Dame came out looking strongest. Got the most big hits. Good shit. That's what stood out for me in that one. I enjoyed it. Gunther's looking great. I mean, Dame win it, then he's solidified, hands down. Gunther get that, it's well earned. If that's how that plays out, I think Dame should keep it because just being called street trash. I don't know, but it was good though. And then the people, and it was good. It was good angle. Not necessarily, whatever. Let's go. I was alright. Let's go. Braun Breaker, Ilya Dragunov. I see number one contender. Ilya not being able to continue good on the transition from NXT to the main roster. Good. That's the most I got for it. Everybody else was a solid 10 in my opinion. Let's move on. Sonya Deville, live with Valkyria. Good win, good match. I'll say that for both. I'm glad Sonya's back. I was just talking about her earlier this week, so I'm, let's go, baby. That's what's up. I'm hoping now her song is the same, or I don't know. But let's go ahead and get the women's division back popping. It's taking time, and I know these rosters and space and all the rest of that, like, we got to see it a different way, but whatever. Seth Rollins. Okay, this segment was clearly running over, and it sucks because we needed to get that part of the information out, but it took too long. Shouts to Pierce, trying to get there as quickly as possible, couldn't get there. It is what it is. We had already heard the rumors and spectators about it, so Seth being special guest ref now, all right, fine, I like it. I think it's actually hilarious now. He brings just a little extra twist. Like, who better than the MVP of WrestleMania? And it gives him something to do for real, in a very high-profile match, probably the highest-profile match thus far. So far as what we got. Moving on. All right, Final Testament, Woods, Cesaro, and Otis. Shouts to Gable, man. Doing his thing. Woods dipping off because it ain't really his problem. I understand. It's really what I got for it. We'll move on. You know, white boys, they do their thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, they, Nikki Cross's promo. Just sitting there screaming, having a voice now. That matters. It's big. I'm definitely. It's good because of the way they laid it out. Because now we're left with Gacy and Loomis, and Loomis doesn't fucking talk. Gacy, nobody even knows Gacy technically on, like, main, not like main roster style. Like, the vast audience doesn't really, they're not really aware of Gacy. We're aware of Gacy down at NXT, especially on that direction he was heading in, which I said was fine. I even said it got Wyatt vibes on it, but I don't know if he could redo it. But to be, picked, as opposed to just remaining a castaway on, the island of obscurity, like, and that's for all of them. Like, it's because that's just the nature of the brand and the business, you know what I mean? Like, you can stay in the background forever, or, But nah, my man, Bo came back, and now he's doing brace finisher move. Good. Good. I like it. Like, it's that next element that we wanted to see. So far as, like, we know Bray has a darker side, and Bo was trying to be that for him, and they were right there on the cusp of it, So before I start getting emotional talking about that, let's move on. Sheamus, new theme song, Pete Dunne, Bronson Reed. Pete Dunne running around on NXT with an attitude problem. He need to figure that out. I know that shit. But, jumps in, DQ, fine. Good shit between them, but my man Shamo, what's happening there? Wasn't they brawling brutes for a second? What's happening? But it was really just to get Sheamus' new song out there, so okay, fine. Works for me. Dirty Dom, he rejected Liv. I'm not really following this story too hard anymore, only because it's turning to, like, whatever it's evolved into. So, Dom kicking into the curb like that, oh man. Liv should have already been on some, like, if she had a problem, like, I already stand on that. But I guess she got her emotions too involved or whatever, and we all know Rhea. Like, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, we're at a part of the story now where I can't say what should happen because I'm moving into character development. Liv is where she's at now. Poses, not too much. Don't go crazy. Perfect though. Um, Rhea playing dominatrix. I mean, I know the brand, but I'm saying like let's not go too hard, like classily, because there's been a lot of moments in the backstage and the way everything's been done. It's like very classy, fun, just quick like, stroll moments. Trust me, I peep. So it's like, all right, good, good. Um, and Dom, I mean, Dom is a position, so we're gonna see what Dom do with it all. I'm not really going crazy over half of it. Judgment Day running around doing Judgment Day things, beat up on Jay. Now we got, what was that? The tag title switch up? Was that what that was? Did that happen? Yeah. So now they're the tag champs. This moves Jay Uso into a new division, well, not division, but a new echelon as far as like being a tag competitor. I was talking about this with Corbin last week, but now we got Jay doing it. So Jay was tag champs with Cody and now Sammy. What is Jimmy gonna look like so far as accolades go? You know what I mean? Like Jay's clearly the popping one now, and Jimmy's like, I think it was always Jay chasing this, sitting in the shadow or whatever. But now, we clearly see the different, and I'm not really, I'm not opposed to it. We just gonna have to let Jimmy get back, and then, I guess we see the error in his ways. They do the tag team thing with the bloodline. Like, who knows? It's just gonna take some time to get there, obviously. Um, Zelina Vega, Zoe Stark. What the F is that? Zoe should have won that, but good for Thea for picking up that victory. Real good. I'm actually looking at it. So a whole bunch of shenanigans. Alright, the women's division is low key getting popping. Let's take time on that. Sami Zayn, Jey Uso, Judgment Day, tag champs. Okay, fine. Let's see what we get after this. Like I said, everybody's all right in character development land. I'm loving Finn. Finn's killing it. JD's crushing it. Like all Judgment Day, even Carlito's starting to like lean into seeming like he's part of that. So good. Now let's get into NXT. NXT definitely got more of this. It's feeling more developmental by the week, and that's a good thing. But everybody is getting in their spots. Brooke Jensen, Josh Briggs, no DQ. Jensen picked up the victory. Good old Briggs taking care of his man. They go through a lot, and we'll see if they end up back together. But Jensen being a lot more aggressive now is a good look for him. If he can hone that, I guess, but I'm not too sure. But I think they can play off of each other with this little. I'm I want to be the strongest or whatever thing they pushing. You know what I'm saying? Like good, good. So let those two keep that up. How else was NXT? Crazy shit with Tatum was going on, and like Kalani backstage, and I don't even know. Something with the women's division and the girls' locker room is all kinds of crazy. Eddie Thorpe, Lexus King picked up the victory because of their little DJ EDM rivalry they had going. Fine. Oral Mensa beat Ashanti. Okay. My lord. Shouts to LaShawn and Jakara. Good. Just saying. Like, I mean, Oro turned up. Good. Ashanti said the whole thing with Trick, and it's good to see them both on the roster. To have them solid hands, I know that. You know what I mean? Like I think that these guys can. What's the thought? I think they can move things forward, but it's not like we already see the development in all of that. You know what I mean? Like I'm not against that and not like that, but I seen. We'll get to that main event. Ashanti's this, so we just gonna see where the character can develop at. We gonna see. They had something getting started before. Now it seems like they have a little bit more of a direction now, or they got space for direction. So we'll see where it goes. I'm just going to spectate and see when I can step into it. But right now, they're literally like, oh, okay, like more super seniors. No diss coming back to NXT because it's a good spot for them, but we're just gonna need to see. I'm not going crazy about it. It's a shot, but I don't really like. I'm not like this is Dijak space. It took two of those guys to fill the space that Dijak left, respectfully. And I love said and Ashanti been silent for a minute, so we just got to get there. Let's move on. All right, so yeah, Oro now he facing off against Ethan Page later on. What's that, week 2 or something like that with Heat Wave or whatever, American Bash, something like that. I think it's American Bash though. All right, Trick Williams set out Cedric, and that was a win. I thought that was the main event, but it's like, nah, the show didn't fly by that fast. So we got LaShawn and Jakara taking on Soul and Carmen. First of all, like I said, shouts to LaShawn and Jackie. Like, facts. I mean, it's levels to how it all goes. At the end of the day, now they're totally in position, like, to move this thing in the next direction. Going for the women's tag titles, my opinion, a bit early. I don't think that they should be the ones to get fed to Alba and Isla this soon. It could have been any other tag team, but if they can have a good match, it'll put them on the map a little bit more. Championship match after that with Oro, good shit after that. Wiz, Gnome, the squad needs to be back together because now it's just feeling like, I'm not saying it's blah, but it's kind of like blah. What was going on with that match, man? It was a couple spots where I think Carmen, because the story for that, the story was good, but for what I was looking at so far as the combat spectrum, Carmen hits harder than she looks. And that's like, okay, fine, we can work with that. But eventually, when Lash put their hands to her son and knocked her ass clean the fuck out, part of my language, but good lord, that was something else. And Lash was wilding the whole match anyway. Jackie was there on point, ready for the moves. You know what I mean? But nah, like, I like the dynamic between the both of them. That's really what I'm getting at. So good on that. And then we had the wrestlers named Frazier, Axiom, Javon Evans, 6-man tag, NXT main event. I thought that was solid. Good match. It went off. They was going off the whole time. Moments I couldn't even see the match. I'm listening to it. Fast paced. How they called it, high octane. Yeah. Good on them. We'll hope that they can continue getting better over time. These guys are just sticking around for a little while and then heading back to TNA. Then okay, cool, nice to see them. And it's really, really nice to know. And it's like seems like the door is open because the crowd has seemingly moved forward from whatever bullshit from before. And I wouldn't say it wasn't that bad, but it's 2024 moving into 2025. A lot of shit done happened. We're dealing with newer social studies facts in this world, so we might as well focus on moving forward. Like, we understand the history and we don't want to make those same mistakes again. So now, moving forward, looking at it, TNA stuff finish up, I'm pretty sure my man gonna have a spot back on the NXT roster. So that's ultimately what really, really matters. And yeah, good shows. I didn't go crazy, but I'm not really like SummerSlam's coming up, and Great American Bash coming up, so they got a lot of things that's already like getting put together. Not rushing it. We'll get there when we get there. In the meantime, holla at me when you get there.